Hey friends, I'm Sarah Bear. I'm your Spanish teacher for Iowa Learning Online, also known as ILO. I am super excited that you're here. It's going to be an amazing semester. So before I hop in, I just want to say that I used to be in your shoes. I was an online student my senior year of high school, and I made it. So if I made it, you can too. And with that in mind, I just want to say that if you ever need anything this semester, I'm here for you. I feel your pain. Um, you're more than a name and a grade to me. So I'm looking forward to getting to know you for you. With that, let me tell you a little bit about me. I'm from Northeast Iowa, from a small town called Hudson. My mom's always stayed at home. My dad is a mechanical engineer for John Deere. My two younger sisters, Rach is a graphic designer, and then Liz is finishing up her degree at the University of Northern Iowa. So I also studied Spanish education at UNI, and have done a little bit of like English education as well, like English immersion. So teaching all the different subjects in elementary through English, but I've also taught all the subjects in Spanish for elementary as well as Spanish in the high school. So about 2 years ago, I took a huge leap of faith and moved down to the jungle in Costa Rica and taught at an elementary school for about a year and a half. Back in January, I moved to San Jose, which is the capital of Costa Rica, and I've since been teaching at Lighthouse International School. So I currently teach third grade by day, which I love. It's a ball of fun. And then by night, I do ILO. So I've been teaching for Iowa Learning Online for the last, this will be the sixth semester, so a total of like 2.5 years, going on three, that I'll have taught Spanish for them. And I love it. That being said, just to put in a little blurb, if you need something from me communication wise during the day, sometimes urgent things pop up. You have a snow day or you can't get an assignment turned in, it's not working for some reason. Send me an email with urgent in the tagline. However, I don't check my email very often during the day. So if you don't hear from me, please send me a WhatsApp. So Costa Ricans, let me explain WhatsApp. Love this internet app called WhatsApp instead of texting. It's great. It also works across oceans. So please don't feel weird about texting your teacher. It's seriously not weird. It's not awkward. It honestly is the most convenient way to get a hold of me quickly. So don't feel strange about messaging me that way. Um, that being said, let me tell you about some of my hobbies. So I love all things coffee, which is good because Costa Rica is known for its coffee and its bananas. So I love to go coffee shop hopping, check out new places. I recently found this place that has a dark chocolate smoothie, and it's amazing. I also love to cook and bake. I love to hike. I love to hang out with friends. I especially love to go to the movie theater because a lot of times movies here are in English, and so it's like a taste of home to me. Um, that being said, let me jump into the questions from the assignment. So the first question that we have, something new I want to do this semester is interview some of my Tico friends with your questions. Um, so if you could sit down for a cafecito, let's say, with a Tico being Costa Rican, a male Costa Rican, Tika being a female Costa Rican, what would you ask them? So, one thing I love to ask Costa Ricans is why they're passionate about their country. Costa Rica is actually about the size of Vermont or New Hampshire, so it's smaller than the state of Iowa, maybe like two-thirds the size. But for as small as they are, they're kind of like the Grinch. They have like a heart that's like 2 times as big for their country. So, well, I should say the opposite of the Grinch. That didn't make sense. Sorry. Um, but what question would you ask to a Costa Rican? Question number two, what concerns do you have for this course? When I was in your shoes, my concern would have been making mistakes. And hey, I want to say I'm a perfectionist and I still make mistakes. Language is always a learning, evolving thing, and sometimes your brain doesn't quite connect with your mouth, doesn't quite connect with your ears, and it's okay. I make mistakes and I'm your Spanish teacher. So I expect you to make mistakes. Have grace with yourself. Don't let that get in the way of you communicating. So that's what I'm looking for is communication. That being said, I'll post videos that will help you study for exams. And there's guiones, which are little like grammar blurbs that explain all the grammar in a summary, but in a way that will help you to study for the test. So check those out. Question number three, how do you manage your time for this course? So I'm old school. I use a paper planner. I also use my iPhone. Technology. This course is all about technology. Set alarms, set your calendar, whatever works for you. Also, your two best friends this semester will be the calendar feature. We're now doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday due dates for this course, and check out the announcements every week. I post funny videos, so sometimes it's like, ooh, what's a cemetery look like in Costa Rica? Or, holy cow, there's horses in the street. Why the heck are there horses in downtown where I live? Or it might be, why are there protests going on when there's a presidential election? So you never know what's going to happen. You never know what I'm going to post. Check out the announcements. um, and question number 4. Why are you excited for this class? Aside from all the reasons I just mentioned, this course will mark a before and an after in your Spanish. They do such a good job of giving you native speaker input so that when you get to the real world, you're not just sitting there going, I have no idea what they just said. Yeah, that's not going to be you. You're going to be so on top of it, and you're going to be able to have real conversations with real people. Um, so you're going to know what you're talking about. Let me know, that being said, if something doesn't make sense, and I'm happy to help out because I was there once too. And there's almost always a script. So you'll hear an audio for something, which I don't skip the audios. You'll regret it later if you do. And then there'll be a script that will say the exact same thing. So listen to both, or listen to one, read the other. Um, all of that said and done, it's going to be an amazing semester, and I'm super, super excited for you. As we'd say here, cool is tuanis, dude is mai. So I would say tuanis mai, it's going to be chuso, it's going to be chiva, or the most classic Costa Ricanism of all, pura vida mai. Ciao.